left-handed rule. We have come to what appears to be a whole bunch of glass that's broken onto the floor, represented here by bubble wrap. So we need to get past this in order to get into the rest of the search for the kitchen area. So we have several things on hand we could try. We have some boxes. There's some loose magazines laying around here. So we could possibly use that to brush the glass aside so we can get past it. And let's assume in this case that that's what we do. And so now we've gotten past the glass and we see that we've found the kitchen area, and we are now in what would be the BC corner of the house. So we would call in to the headquarters and let them know that we were in the BC corner. So we have several items of food on the floor here. We would definitely annotate this because these are supplies that we could be using in the future. We would not put the items back, unfortunately, because of aftershocks. So now we've come to the back corner of the house and we're looking, we notice, the window or the door is open here in the back. So there's a strong possibility that kids or animals could have gotten outside. It's also a good time to reassess our emergency exits. And so we look around here and it appears to just be a deck. We look all over the place, and again, we don't see anything that could be any live animals or people. So we go back in the house, and we'll actually secure the door and lock it, because when we're finished here, we're going to have to ensure that the property is secure. Now in the kitchen, we see there's some sort of substance coming from underneath the sink. The bottle has fallen over, and there's this pink liquid represented by this foam laying on the floor. We don't know if it's hazardous or not, so we would mark on our notes that this is probably hazardous material, and we would leave it alone. But we would like to still search under the cabinet if we can, so we very carefully will look underneath there and see what we see. Well, we see a fire extinguisher. We'll write that down. That's a supply that we might be able to use later. So the general, stuff has fallen out of cabinets kind of situation, but really no hazards. With the potential of this dish that's fallen on top of the stove, that we would definitely want to remove, because if the homeowner decides to turn the gas back on, that could be a problem. So again, we're doing left-handed. We've got dishwasher, we're checking for children and animals. Any cabinets, the stove they might have actually crawled into, cabinets are here. And again, nothing. Refrigerator is potentially a place for a child to crawl into. And again, all the cabinets that could possibly be holding someone. So now we're back around to the other side of the kitchen. We've just passed the CD corner of the house. We would, of course, call that in. More cabinets to check. Again, watching for hazards. We would check inside here. We don't see any animals or people. Again, same thing with this. No animals or people. And we're checking every possible conceivable nook and cranny. Left-handed rule continuing. We're now going past where we had come in, and now we're still looking for anybody we could possibly find in the fireplace. We don't see any and no fire, so that's good. Down the side here, looking, we've got windows, so we've got emergency exits we're keeping in mind. Anything that might be behind the stereo unit, and I don't see anything there. And so we're almost done with our search now. We've searched all these different locations. We're going all the way around the house. We've looked under everything, around everything, and we've made our way back to the front of the house. We're in the AD corner. That's the AD corner over there, and so we really don't have to call it in because we're back to the entrance and we're safely leaving the house. So now we're going to lock up the house, make sure it's secure, and now we're going to finish our X marking. So now we finished searching the house and we need to finish our X mark. So we finish the X, we put the date and the time, the names of the people who did the search, and what we found. So, if we found food in a certain area, perhaps we found a dead body, perhaps we found a dead pet, we would list the locations of those items. any hazards. We did find the hazardous material, so we put a hazmat, and that would be on the BC corner of the house. And that was pretty much all the major things that we need to put onto this. So now we've finished searching that particular house, and we would let the headquarters know that we were finished searching 123 Main Street and we're proceeding on to 125 Main Street. And that way they can keep track of where their teams are and the progress is being made. I hope this was an informational video, and good luck with your searches.